Welcome to Barcelona. I am standing right now in one of the beach neighborhoods called Barceloneta, and it's eerily similar to Venice Beach, Los Angeles, California. From the palm trees, to the rollerbladers, to the bars overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, it's a beautiful place. I didn't fly 6,000 miles to feel like I'm home, but somehow the hood followed me here. I had no idea that Mexican Chicano culture existed outside of Los Angeles. So to get out of the airport and see a bunch of G'd up, loped out, gangster cholo motherfuckers, I had to check Google Maps real quick and it said Barcelona, Spain, but my eyes said I was in Pico Rivera 1998. I was straight up in East Los. So you wanna see some gangsters? Come with me, I'm going to El Raval, Barcelona's most popular and historically dangerous hood, and we're gonna go see what the boys are up to.
Hey, hey, oye mami, ¿qué tú quieres? Yo tengo el kush y tú traes los papeles. Ando en San Antonio con el sushi y el lace. Las nenas wanna dance with me cause I'm from LA. Pasito para atrás, pasito para allá. En la disco la vamos a gozar.
Hey, so me and my cousins were just walking, and these guys clocked us right away. Hey, they threw up the LA hand sign, so we walked over to see what was going on. Turns out they were tattoo artists. Next thing you know, they find out my cousin tattoos as well, and the owner wants a real LA piece.
This is the homie Pablo right here, man.
Bienvenidos, homies, esto es Barcelona.
Woo, the big B, homie. The big
B.
The big bear.
Ahí estamos con todos mis amigos, mis carnales representando, ya saben cómo es la vuelta, bro. Puras pinches letras, güey, estilo chicano, placazos bien duros, sí, mantenemos la tradición, saben cómo es eso, brother. Entonces, acá se mantiene OG, brother, forever. Hermano, acá estamos con los reales.
Damn.
Tenemos la movida y la cultura con mucho respeto siempre.
Damn.
Saludos para todos los carnales en LA, brother. Es el King acá desde Barcelona, homies, qué pedo.
Hey, that's right.
¿Qué es lo que te llama de la cultura chicana?
Todo, bro. Cómo se mantiene los códigos de la tradición de ser un caballero, ¿sabes? La vestimenta, de mantenerlo clásico, bro. En un mundo tan moderno donde hoy en día está todo bien porque aceptamos toda la diversidad que existe, ¿no? Entonces cada uno ocupa un espacio. Pero personalmente me representa más el código de la tradición de mantenerlo clásico, bro. Justamente me representa esa época, esos carros, esos códigos por las familias. Cada movimiento urbano tiene sus códigos y me parecen genial, pero comparto más la filosofía del chicano y me siento identificado como latino inmigrante, bro. Vengo de muy lejos también. Estuve en Brasil, en México mismo también. Esto no es una pinche película, un filme, güey. Tú no puedes andar de vato loco por ahí porque en cualquier lugar te puedes meter en un pedo, bro. Entonces, tienes que saber caminar, tienes que saber el código.
You learn how to tattoo in prison, bro?
Yeah, pretty much, man. Jail, man. Fucking with all the homies in the background, just, you know what I mean? Tattooing our fucking legs, tattooing this right here.
Y ahora toca tatuar en Barcelona, bro.
I'm tattooing in Barcelona.
Pero bueno,
Es lo que dice que nunca esperaron su vida estar aquí.
capaz que es el primero en muchos viajes, uno no sabe, bro.
Sí.
Nah, man. True shit right there, man.
Salud, hermano.
Man, ojalá que te guste, man.
El resultado sé que va a estar buenísimo, pero el hecho de que se haya brindado la oportunidad lo valoro mucho, carnal. Buen intercambio de energía, bro.
Oh, yeah, man. Hell yeah. For sure that.
Buena vibra, buena vibra.
Hey, man. Oh, nah, come on, nah.
Helado.
Yeah, man.
Te la rifaste, güey. Hermano.
Ya sabes,
Qué
man.
bueno,
te digo.
I left that tattoo studio buzzing, but it got me thinking. I'm Chicano, Mexican-American, born and raised in LA. Most people don't even know the difference between a Chicano and a cholo. Chicanos were born out of the civil rights movement. Mexican-Americans fighting for identity and a place in the country. And the word cholo goes back centuries, long before LA, long before gangs. Just know that all cholos are Chicano, but not all Chicanos are cholos. But what the world grabbed onto was the image, and now even that's becoming a caricature. Hey, this is my cousin Richard. Last time we linked up, things got a little crazy. He's now living in Barcelona, so I figured he'd be the right person to help me figure this one out.
Over here in Barcelona, it's just kind of a mix of it all. I don't think over here they really know what the difference is between tagger and gang and street and hip hop. I think it's all just kind of American street culture. It's a mashup of, you know, like menace to society, American me, and kids.
Do you consider yourself Chicano?
Yeah, man. I mean, my mom's white, my dad's Mexican, and I grew up in Chicano culture. We didn't like seek this culture because we saw a movie. My dad, our uncles, our aunts, everybody was a gang member. So it was like natural to us. It wasn't a movie. Los Angeles was a completely different place. I had like 2 or 3 tats, and that was considered tatted up back in the day. My dad has the teardrop and had a couple tats, and I used to bring him to school, and they'd be like, whoa, he's tatted up. You know, and there was a consequence for having tattoos, having a shaved head, dressing like a cholo. If you were dressed like a cholo and I saw you, I was running up to you, man. What's up? Where you from? What the fuck you doing over here? Why you dressed like that? And we were gonna fuck you up for anything.
Un porte bien tumbado, así es como la navego. Ya se la saben todos quién es aquí el mero mero. Al tiro y bien pendiente, ya se la saben qué pedo. Mi cara no la muestro, bajo perfil me la llevo.
Gangbanging was like a sport.
Próxima estación.
So I'm in a place called El Jardín de las Tres Chimeneas, the Garden of the Three Chimneys. It's 3 giant smokestacks that are right behind me, a relic of the past. But underneath those chimneys is the epicenter of hip hop, basketball, skaters, and then graffiti. So there's murals and tags all over this park. We spent a few hours with a couple different graffiti artists, and here's what they had to say about Barcelona.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Me llamo Santiago, aquí el Santo 3. Ahora estamos haciendo un mural, pequeño tributo para Psycho Real. Pero hay gente que puta ve que hacemos producciones de puta madre y la borran al día siguiente, ¿me entiendes? Cuando tienes 1000 muros acá, cuando son proyectos grandes, ¿me entiendes? No son cualquier cosa. Sí. Pero bueno, es Barcelona. ¿Qué puedo hacer?
I couldn't believe it. El Santo said if I didn't come back within a day, his mural would be gone. And that's so sacrilegious. Like if you did something like that in LA, you would get your ass beat, stabbed, shot.
Porque este muro de aquí es legal. Entonces cualquier persona puede venir y tapar un muro, rayar encima, pero no hay unas reglas aquí de respetar un tajo, una buena pintura. Entonces aquí mandan las reglas de la calle y la gente hace lo que quiere. No hay respeto.
Also, the interesting part of El Santo's work being covered up, it was a school. There was probably like 20, 30 kids here learning how to graffiti. Unfortunately, they took out one of the dopest murals I've ever seen within 24 hours of it being put up, just to put up some bullshit, you know, just some kiddie things, you know?
I'm sorry about that.
What made you pick this particular spot rather than anywhere else?
I don't know why this spot was picked, but it wasn't anything on purpose or anything like that. The school is a good place to paint. This place is for everybody.
I caught cases for malicious mischief and graffiti and was chased by cops and chased by, you know, the people whose garage I was tagging on and got in fights over shit. And over here, you're kind of just free to do your thing. Nobody fucks with you. The cops don't fuck with you. Other people, the other graffiti artists don't even care. So that's cool, man.
Is that weird for you, bro?
Yeah, it's weird for me because, you know, back home we're aggressive and we're territorial, especially with our pieces, man.
But anyways, yeah, so just being here in Barcelona the last 2 weeks, I feel like this place has adopted all the best parts of hip hop and Chicano Mexican culture, and they left all the bad shit back in LA, and that's a good thing. No one here is really in gangs. So automatically no one's gonna get into any altercations over someone crossing out your tag, right? So that's already way different than it is back home. And that's good, you know, there's peace here. So the question is this cultural appropriation? If someone dons the outfit of a Mexican cholo, isn't from LA, isn't Mexican, but reps the lifestyle and the movement to the fullest, adheres by the values and the code of the street, and they aren't from the United States, Mexico, or Los Angeles, then are they appropriating a culture or are they respecting the culture?
Thank you, homie. What does that mean? Gracias. You too, de nada.
Are you a chola? So as my trip is coming to an end, now I can't stop thinking about this question. Is this cholo cosplay?
What's my Hispanic name? Little Chongo. Little Chongo!
Am I Chicano enough? What does it mean to be a Mexican Chicano from LA in 2026? All these questions are just plaguing my brain. And the thing is, if you come from a multicultural family, you know you'll never be enough for that other side. My whole life I've heard I'm not American enough. I'm not Mexican enough for my cousins. Because I speak Spanish with an accent, because I grew up in the US, so I'm not technically Mexican. This is the balancing act that you have to go through when you're from a multicultural family. Only God can judge me. Always. Thank you. So I was thinking about all this on my way to my last interview, and I figured, hey, I need to ask the OG, the man that started it all. He brought the Chicano culture to Barcelona, and here he is right
Walk
now.
up in this bitch life. Yeah, I'm really talking my shit like. Bitch, I'm really
Me llamo Dylan, soy hermano de Donovan y juntos somos de Lowrider. Es un proyecto que empezamos en 2003, que era como abrir una tienda de la cultura chicana que conocimos a través de mis familiares, tanto en San Diego como en San Francisco. Nosotros fuimos de los primeros mexicanos que vinieron aquí a España en los 80s.
Cuéntame de las bicicletas de lowrider bike, la primera vez que vio una.
En San Diego, mi primo nos dijo, a mi hermano dijo, oye, pues llévense unas lowrider, una bicicleta lowrider. Ya las vimos súper chingonas, bajitas, ¿no? Alucinamos. Pues aquí íbamos en el 2002, 2003, mi hermano y yo con las bicicletas. Todo el mundo, oye, qué pinche biciclón, o sea, qué padres, qué tal. Pues ahí se nos prendió. Oye, pues ¿por qué no vendemos estas bicicletas? Y ahí es cuando empezamos.
So Dylan and I kept talking for an hour, and he was telling me how him and his brother were traveling back and forth between LA and Barcelona, creating a pipeline that was bringing the culture all across Europe. And during their travels, they met high-profile LA Chicano soldiers, Mr. Cartoon,
boy Cartoon.
Psycho Realm, the list goes on. And for the last 20 years, while their shop may not be open anymore, it seems like they're still dabbling in concert promotion, still selling merch. He hooked me up with a sick hoodie, thank you. But then the time finally came, and I had to ask him the question, is what I'm witnessing now cultural appropriation?
Today you gonna play a cholo now, huh?
El tema de... hoy se podría decir como apropiación cultural, ¿no? Sí, pero no, nada que ver. Es decir, la gente, lo que te decía antes, nace el punk en Londres, nace el grunge en Seattle, muchos movimientos nacen en según qué partes del mundo, ¿no? Pero ya es de todos. Cuando se vuelven icónicas, cuando hay legiones de fans que la gente las siente como propias, pues yo creo que ya es una cuestión de que la gente, oye, pues una tendencia musical o una tendencia cultural no deja de ser eso también, ¿no? El que le gusta el heavy metal, le gusta el hardcore, ¿me entiendes? Pues se identifica, ¿me entiendes? Va con sus t-shirts de su grupo, sus status y siente esa cultura, ¿me entiendes? Nosotros respetamos, nosotros, como decimos, rendimos homenaje a la cultura chicana. Nosotros no somos chicanos, pues no lo somos. O sea, aunque somos de origen mexicano y nos podemos sentir chicanos aquí en España, pero obviamente no somos de LA, ni de San Diego, ni de San Francisco. Nosotros rendimos homenaje.
All I ever wanted to be was a gangster. That's just the way I've been feeling ever since I've been in Barcelona, hanging out with all the G's and the hustlers and the pimps and the Macs and the pushers. So it's been pretty cool being here, hanging out with a bunch of Mexican cholos here in Spain has been pretty crazy. Although none of them were Mexican, they definitely adopted the Chicano culture and they live it to the fullest. So I can't really be mad at that, you know? I was hating at first, but even hanging out with Dylan, who basically said that as soon as something becomes so iconic, like Chicano rap, lowriders, you name it, once that goes global, then it's just adopted by the world and you can't really contain it anymore. So I'm jumping on a plane tomorrow, back to LA, 6,000 miles. First thing I'm gonna do when I get there is get me an In-N-Out burger and just reminisce about what the hell just happened here. Like I saw cholos in Barcelona. I felt like I was in East LA, but I was so far away. All right, well, until next time, peace. All right.